Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Third Age Reforged. Actually, I should say new season, as this is the new patch, as you can see by the new UI, if you have not downloaded it already. This is the new patch of 0.97, and yeah, so this is the nice UI. It looks very nice, and I mean, we got the nice little embers there, we got the little circle, the ring, poem, just twirling around. We have a nice UI over here, the single player stuff. Actually looks really nice. There is a campaign, if you didn't know that already, but it's an alpha, so yeah, voodoo. Anyway, that's just what this looks like. Just wanted to show you, just in case you didn't have it, but if you do, well, let's just get right back into the battle. Alright everyone, welcome to the battle. This is a 3v3 on the Towers, something towers map. I forgot. It's a nice looking map, a lot of hills and stuff, but I like it. So, this team is Carlin. It's led by Wilbo. He has some royal court of House Thorondor. So they have gotten their new reskin, and these guys look super nice. Just, oh, beautiful. Over here next in his cavalry, he has some mercenary cavalry, and they look a lot better than they did last time. Gotta say, they look nice. Really do look nice. So he has two units of mercenary cav. He has some Minotaur Roman Guardians over here. Now they have deployed their stakes behind them, possibly to deter against enemy cav from charging. But this is a very dangerous position right now. I mean, yeah, very dangerous. So here he has his generals, some Dunedain captains, and I think they have an armor upgrade. It looks like they do. They have the pauldrons on them. So again, they still look very nice, and that's where his general is. So very elite units right there. We'll start over on this flank. He has some Min Hir EF sharpshooters. These were the these are the crossbows, same crossbows as they had last patch. They're just reskinned with the new name, but they still look super awesome. Over here we have the Greenway Garrison Spirit Footmen. They got a reskin, and boy do they look nice. I like them. They look very nice. They actually look like a well-provisioned militia, which I think they kind of were Greenway, I think. But anyway, good low-tier pikes. I love them. We have civilians who are not in a mobby formation. They're actually lined up in slightly organized ranks, which is actually kind of nice. Over here we have Wardens of Tyr and Gorthad. Again, a very useful unit for Cardolin. They actually have the morale bonus, which they need. They are really low on their morale in general. Another unit of Greenway Garrison Footmen over here, and another unit of Min Hiraeth sharpshooters. It's going to take a bit getting used to. Alright, over here we have some Greenway Garrison Spearmen. They also got a reskin. They also look a lot nicer. I do like these reskins. These are some nice reskins. So he has about 3 units of them. And then over here we have 2 units of Guathlo Trackers, who are firing upon his foe down below. He also has a unit hidden over there of Tharbad Riders. And, oh yes, he also has some Thieves of Tharbad. These Thieves of Tharbad, though, in this patch, they have gotten a, what is it called? They have a dagger. They throw daggers, and it's really cool. Alright, we're going to move on to his ally, which is Mordor, led by Hazrama. So we have these Beasts of Gorgoroth. I don't know much about them. They just look like giant hippos. Yeah, giant hippo things, or rhinos without the horn. And I feel like they're Mumakil, but a lot smaller, and for Mordor, and they have javelins that they throw instead of arrows. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think. We have some Morannon archers for his skirmishing line. We also have some orc fodder over on this flank. Alright, so and then behind the Morannon archers we also have another unit of orc fodder. We have some Minas Morgul's Chosen, so pretty good spear unit right over here. And then over here we have more Morannon infantry, as well as more Morannon infantry. Alright, right here we have Melkor's Chosen. So again, a very beast of a unit. I think they got some reskins. They look super cool though. We have Olag High in the back here. And then we have Orc Maulers, very good shock infantry. They won't last very long in a prolonged fight, but they're still good on the charge. Troll Drummers, very essential to have for Mordor. They keep the orcs in line, morale buff. More Orc Maulers, and some Nazgul, which I'm pretty sure that right there is his general. Alright, that's that. Now we'll go on to the last member of this team, and that is, well, that's me. I'm leading Dorwinion. Right here, if you don't know, Dornian is a half tanky, half squishy damage dealing faction. So yeah, Morquendi Stalkers, they're missile cav with also some really good, cool looking weapons. These guys look so cool. Yeah, they can like hide anywhere, and we have, so they're also they're very squishy, but they do lots of damage. Morquendi bows, they're borrowed from Dale, but they're still really cool. I have one unit of them. My general's over here in the Morquendi Glade Masters, so again, a very squishy, again, also very Dale-ish, just a bit more purple. They look super cool, and yeah. And over here we have the Erenvorn Axeman, so shock unit, gonna die really quickly. We have Selduin River Patrol, they were the Lake Town River Patrolmen, so just renamed and borrowed in Dorwinion. Here we have some Elevin infantry. They're mainline infantry. They hold the line. They don't do much damage. They just hold the line and not die. We have some Morquendi pikes. Yeah, so my Morquendi, I had a plan here to just hide all my units and you know, leave my stakes here and my general here, make it look like my army was hiding right down here. But my Morquendi pikes, they're not hiding. I made the mistake, as well as these Elevin Vineguard, which they're very good. They're just like the Evelyn infantry, but you know, spears. So I had this really cool idea, but we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out. So yeah, I have 2 pikes and 2 Vineguards. More infantry back here. I have some Mandor Glade Guard. They can hide anywhere. They're really cool. They look so cool. Oh, so cool. I have more River Patrolmen here. More infantry. I have some Elvelin Marksmen. 2 units of them. And that does it for my army. And we'll go into my opponents, and this is not my first time knowing about these guys, but first time facing them. It is the Shire. Alright? The Shire is led by Mr. Sneakman. Hobbit folk. So he has some Proudfoot Protectors. Well, actually, just a quick shout out for the mind behind the Shire faction, Stuart of Dale. He came up with the idea to the clan of Renegade Hobbits, and the entire clan was on board. So then it brought him to they brought the idea to the developers, and the developers took it, and voila, we have Hobbit folk. Anyway, Proudfoot Protectors are crossbows, and they're also a pike unit, so they're really, really cool. They crossbows, you know, do armor piercing. So Proudfoot Protectors, yep, they're short and sturdy. All right, in the back here we have Battling Brandybucks, so they're just hobbits with axes. This is so great. Some of them have red shirts and red hats, but Battling Brandybucks, there's a lot of them. We have some Beorings. They're, you know, you guys know what Beorings are, but they're riding bears. So cool. Over here we have Ents, and as well there's plenty of other Hobbit folk that are just hidden. As you can see, their stakes right there. We'll just go on to his other ally right over here, which is the Realm of Lothlorien, led by Frischjuice. He has some Lorien archers, and man, do they look good. We have some Watchers of the Golden Wood. I'm sure you guys remember these. I believe these were the Sindar archers. I could be wrong. I'm not good with names. Yeah. Anyway, we have the Lorien Mounted Company. So very good. Excuse me, on the charge. Yeah. So 2 Lorien archers, Lorien Mounted Company. Over here we have Riders of the Golden Wood. This is where his general is, right there. So they're going to be really annoying. You know, They can shoot, and they're also really good. They're pretty good, okay in melee. We have Solarian warriors, good shock infantry. Eldar Council, very, very useful. Over here we have March Ones of the Wood. We have more Lorien Swordmasters, Spears of the Wood, Lorien Spearmen, and more Spears of the Wood. And he also has several units hidden around here somewhere. And now for the last ally of Team 2 is Umbar, led by Sidious 307. We have some Corsair infantry. They're heavy infantry, but they also shoot, which is very, very nice to have in your heavy infantry. Although they are trash, so they'll die pretty quickly, but they're very useful. They have their shields to take up ammo. So we have several units of Corsair infantry right there. We also have some Alacrandas Legion. This is the Castamir's Legion, just renamed and I think a little tweaked. Over here we have more Alacrandas Legion and Corsair Blackguards. Alright, he has some Endwame Lancers. Over here, more Corsair Blackguards, some Balakith Marksmen, another unit over there. Pretty sure he has some hidden units over there. More Alacrandas Legion, for a total, I believe, of 4, and his general is in the Alacrandas Faithful, right there. Alright, well that's it. Let's get the battle started. Alright, so first off, Cardalin is firing down on Umbar. Umbar is trying to rush forward to, well, counteract, give an answer. His units are in tight formation, so they are taking a bit more damage, but they do have the shields, which helps out a lot. Now it looks like he's getting them spread out, increasing their survivability. Up come the Alacrandas Faithful, probably to go and, silence these guys. But the Green Bay Garrison Spearmen are here, so if they do charge, they're going to charge right into spears. Alright, over here we have a clash right here. Spirits of the Wood getting right on with the Morannon Archers. Beasts of Gorgoroth are throwing their javelins right into the Lothlorien Spearmen. Right over here we have the Minas Morgul's Chosen and the Orc Fodder trying to get at, they're engaging the Spears of the Wood. Oh yeah, very nice spear on spear action. And we have more elves piling in, trying to claim the high ground up here. And it looks like Mordor is just going to abandon this, the prospect, because the elves, they are in numbers. They have taken this watchtower. Right, Orc Fodder getting shot to death. Absolute horrible. Yeah, his Melkor's Chosen going after the Riders of the Golden Wood, but look at those arrows. Yeah, these Melkor's Chosen just gonna take more pain than they are good. Over here, I have sent some of my horses to go and get after his Rangers, which I have noticed using my wonderful little hidden unit findability trick, which you can, if you watched one of my earlier videos, you'll notice. So over here, the Hobbit folk have advanced, but they realized that my my pikes and stuff, my guys, they were, not hidden, so that ruined my plan. It would have been really great if it, while they were marching, trying to go after my general, then I just popped out of nowhere. Oh well. Plans fail. Anyway, Hobbitrine Arms going right after the Elvelyn infantry. That's going to take us some used to. I just want to call them like Evelyn or something. We have Longbottom Mob. They're the regular stone Hobbit slingers, and they also have giant clubs. So they're really good against armor, which really bad for me is, well, look at that. My guys have armor. They're also getting cut down by Hobbit folk. Oh, and then they have the Farmers of Buckland in there. Yeah, they have their giant scythes. Yep. Very, very, very effective against armor. I do believe, I might be wrong. More battling Brandybucks. Yeah, so there's the Hobbits have just come at me in force and numbers. While their morale isn't the best, they're still holding on and they're just taking me down. Over here, yeah, the Proudfoot Protectors, their crossbows are very lethal. Over here, the Bjorings are trying to come after my Morquendi Stalkers, who I managed to kill all but 9 before I decided to try and assist my own army. Still. Anyway, we'll check on the Umbar fight. Umbar and Cardinal, and they have clashed. Elecronda's Legion going up against the Greenway Garrison Spearmen. Right, we have the Corsair Infantry. They looks like they're out of ammo, and they have nice little scimitars. They have nice handles. Ooh, that is very nice. Fit for a pirate, I guess. Yet we have the Wardens of Tyr and Gorthad giving their support. Pikes behind. That's very useful. Very good tactic. And we also have the Garrison Footmen right in front of them. They are holding the line. These Elecronda's Legion are going to have a hard time, getting to them because of the pike length of the pike, but they can make it. Oh, these Greenway Garrison Spearmen are routing. More Balika marksmen over here. Looks like the Garrison Footmen, they're wavering, but they're very, very proud or confident that they're going to win this fight. Here we have the Thieves of Catharbad. I really love this unit. Just really good. I believe they're melee, at least in the last patch. Again, I haven't seen it. Was that a flip? It might have been. I looked away. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway. Corsair Blackguards are throwing their javelins. Looks like they're going after the Royal House. Yep, the Royal Court of House Thorondor. More Corsair Infantry. Elecronda's Faithful is fighting. Looks like, yep, the Mercenary Cavalry. Just 4 of them left, but still, 4 can stop an entire archer unit from firing. So don't count out any damage unit. Over here we have the Tharbad Riders. Oh, Tharbad Riders. I don't think I saw them. Oh, Casimir's Rangers. Didn't see these guys either. Now they're engaged in melee. That takes away their body piercing ability. Corsair Black Crossbowmen. Again, another unit was hiding. We have some routing elven units over there. So things are looking good on here. Let's go and check out the Mordor Elf fight. And it looks like the elves are desperately... They lost this hill. Mordor came back and took the hill. And now... But they have gained the lowlands, but they're also kind of spread thin. Then again, their numbers are... Elven numbers are always low. So, anyway, these archers are going to shoot point blank and more fiery arrows, or whatever arrows. And silver arrows, I believe the inspiration came from Battle for Middle-earth 2. I don't know exactly what they do, but they're super good. Some hitting the ground, but also getting some good hits on these orcs. Alright. Some of the Lothlorien Mounted Company trying to charge in and stop the archers from firing and kind of protect, but now these Lothlorien archers are surrounded as trolls come in from behind, and Morannon infantry coming from keep them pinned. Definitely very precarious situation. There are plenty of troops here all around. Alright, now onto where I'm fighting. My Morquendi bows have been engaged with the Ents, and things aren't going out for them. The Ents are a bit too strong for the Morquendi bows in melee. Over here we have the Proudfoot Protectors, and they're those red hats are the captain or the officers. That's cool. So yeah, there go the Proudfoot Protectors. Even more Hobbitry at arms have been hiding, and they're charging in. Front line is kind of collapsing. The Morquendi Blade Masters have been engaged, and they are cutting these hobbits down, but these hobbits are giving as much as they're getting. Vinegard over here routing some of the other units, but now that they're winning, as you can see, the Proudfoot Protectors have their long spears out, so they're slight pikemen. These pikes are routing, which is a shame. Elves running against hobbits. Over here we have the Elven Vanguard, but now I believe that these Proudfoot Protectors, now that they're once this Glade Guard dies, they'll be able to shoot again and right into the back of these Vanguards, which will be very devastating for them indeed. Over here, the Ents have joined the fray, and with that, it almost seems certain that the remnants of Dorwinion are just going to, yep, they are collapsing, they are routing. Yes, it is very sad indeed, and indeed I have sent some more Morquendi bows over to kind of help my ally go after these March Wardens of the Wood, because he's chasing them, and I knew my units were going to die, so I at least wanted to die I wanted them to die with friends. Here we go. March Wardens of the Wood getting a direct hit into these Orc fodder. Now, I mean, they are just Orc fodder, but... Oh, Orc Maulers, sorry. Orc Maulers. Getting good shots into the Orc Maulers, but they have been engaged, and now they're trying to get out of there. We'll see if that works out or not. Over here, Umbar is basically dead. It's down to the wire. These sharpshooters are in, you know, they're finishing up the Alacranda's Legion. The sharpshooters have gotten rid of their maces, it looks like. No, or is that... No, they're in guard mode. No, they still got their maces. That guy has a mace right there. Yeah, so they still do have their maces. Alright. And then in the back comes the Dunedain captains to finish up these Alacranda's Legionnaires. More the Wardens of Tir Gorthad are coming in, hopefully to finish up with these Anduin Lancers. Yep, routing them. Very nice. Corsair Blackguards on their last leg. And some Corsair crossbowmen. There's not many of them left. Casimir's Rangers and more routing units over there. So yes, very well done to Cardolan for just cleaning up Corsairs. However, Mordor is trying to deal with all of these elves, but the problem is elves are all over the place. The Watchers of the Golden Wood, they are very elite against the Mordor trash, kind of. I mean, come on, they're orcs. They're not skilled in anything. There's one more Beast of Gorgoroth, last Beast of Gorgoroth right here, going after the Olag High, or sorry, going after the Lorien archers who are going against the Olag High. Over here, we have the last of the Morquendi bows fighting to the death against the Lorien Mounted Company. They're trying to do their best, while the more Elvelyn marksmen are, they're charging forward. There are more Elvelyn marksmen over there trying to hold back the Ents. So my archers are trying to do something, trying to help out their allies. But we'll see how that works out. The Orc Maulers managed to bring down a couple of the Riders of the Golden Wood and Lorien Mounted Company, but the rest of them still managed to get away. Lorien's Swordmasters, seems like the elves are rallying around these Troll Drummers and the Fallen Beast of Gorgoroth. Yep, trying to fell these great beasts. Get rid of the, you know, the morale buff that Mordor has, because it could very much well be the point of victory and defeat. And that troll just kind of glitched out. Just probably in the death animation. Yeah. Doesn't have a head. Yeah, he's been decapitated. Oh, the Elvelyn sword marksman coming in from the back, trying to help out, but they got just a little bit too late. Now they're fighting them all by themselves. Orc Maulers charging in, and the Ents are arriving, and the Hobbits are coming down the hill. A very horrifying sight indeed. Hobbits armed with everything. We also have some handful of Elvelyn marksmen over here, but they're going against the Proudfoot Protectors. And look at that, they're just charging down. They have pikes. These guys are charging. They're engaging in melee, trying to buy time, trying to stop the Hobbits from joining. But no, it's not working. Right, more elves. Just everywhere are elves. Lorien archers firing on, I believe, routing units, either routing units or Orc Maulers over there, or Orc fodder. Yeah, well, all of these units are routing. So good job on the elves for holding on and routing these enemy units. So very nicely done. Cardolan is in the process of marching oh so slowly. You know, look at those thieves of Tharbad. Oh, one of my favorite units. So good. So good. They're on their way. Oh, Alacranda's Faithful. This is the last unit of Mordor. I mean, Umbar, sorry. And he's taking a lot of damage, but we'll see how long he'll last. He's just... There you go. Now he's getting a swing in. He's taking a lot of damage, but not really giving it. Mordor has many troops over here. Lorien archers trying to get into good firing position, it would seem, but the enemies are just so close. I wonder if they're ever going to get a proper volley in. Over here, Nazgul, still at 10, although some good archer shots would really help out. These guys are really vulnerable to crossbows especially, but just any ranged fire, and any anti-armor, just ranged is best. Or cap charges also does really well. Right, so Mordor is just trying to pursue and take down the remnants of Lothlorien. If they can, so the elves are really doing a good job here, just trying to stay alive and keep these armies scattered, while the hobbits come down and over here reform in a battle line to hopefully pinch them and meet up, pinch the enemies and meet up with their elven allies, which they're quite able and close to do. Yep, they're just finishing up, wrapping up these routing units. Although they don't want to get caught in between the two remnants of Mordor and Cardolan, because Cardolan is very much healthy, or it's very healthy compared to Mordor. But Mordor, it still has the Nazgul, so it's nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at all. Alright, so actually, yep, it's just a, this is just a phase. I'll cut back to this when the armies are drawn up. Okay, well the armies are drawn up. Over here is, oh, past it. Over here the general's dead. Umbar's general charged into the sharpshooters and tried to do some good work, but he was too battered and bruised, and he fell to them. Alright, these Moran archers, they're firing over on these hobbits. On the Proudfoot protectors, a very, very important, and I would say this is very, I don't know, I've never played that. This is my first battle in 9.7, okay, 0.97. But yeah, I would say these Proudfoot protectors are really important to the Hobbit roster. So this, I would focus these units down pretty quick, because they are crossbows and pikes essentially. And of course the Ents. Can't forget the Ents. More of the silver arrows going in, and the hobbits are actually charging. They're going up the hill. More sharpshooters. Looks like they're trying to fire down before the hobbits can get up to the top of the hill, but they're also taking heavy fire from those silver arrows. And oh yes, I believe the silver arrows do cause a knockback effect. So very important, very useful for just before the charge. That is a very nice thing to have. Good support from, yep, just rambles. Yep. Alright, more Moran archers over here. Gwathlo trackers ran out of ammo. They're hiding, but now they're ready, so they can charge on in. These poor hobbitry in arms, routing, poor guys. Alright, over here, Ents have charged in, going into these Greenway Garrison spearmen, who are routing, and these guys right here are wavering. Minas Morgul, Chosen are engaged, trying to keep these Ents tied down. Thieves of Tharbad, they're actually trying to pull back, trying to use their little daggers. We'll try to keep on them so we can see the animation of throwing the dagger. Yep, there they go. And there they go, they've thrown their daggers. Yep, and there they go. Now they get thrown in. They only have a handful of them, I think either like 2 or something like that. But still, it's really nice for these units. These Thieves of Tharbad going in, taking down some of the Ents in the charge. Well, they do have anti-armor melee attacks, I do believe. So one tactic I think Wilbo is trying to use all of his ammo. If you just leave them at fire at will, then they should just throw and get done with it first. Then they throw all their ammo, and then you can tell them to fire. Because they're just going out and charging back in because they're throwing. That was a problem I had when I was playing Rome Total War, but who wants to watch Rome Total War or play Total War? I do, but anyway, Proudfoot protectors going against Thieves with Arbat over here. As we can tell, as we can see, these pikes, although they are a lot shorter pikes, they're still super useful. these Proudfoot protectors are not going down. 61. They're holding their own. They're holding their own, which is good. I mean, I think these are like Hobbit elites or high tiers, Hobbit high tiers. Anyway, over here, Rise of the Golden Wood. General's still alive, trying to go around. He's actually getting chopped down. His horse is pushing that horse. Did you guys see that? He pushed the horse. Anyway, yes, the hobbits are dying. The elves, in their last and desperate last stand, routing and fighting to the death. Brave final stand as it is. Yeah, they're dead. Anyway, these Watchers of the Golden Wood, they're so good. Even they look really cool though. I mean, I think it's still the same skin as last time, but we can see the effect of the new silver arrow, the knockback effect. Very powerful. I do believe that they have less damage because of it, less ammo. Anyway, they have a balancing thing. Talk with one of the developers or someone way more knowledgeable with this than I am, because I don't know. Over here, Proudfoot Protectors, last of the Hobbit, last of the army, of the 3 armies, is going forward. Orc Maulers and Nazgul. Down to 8 though, but it doesn't really matter. Nazgul coming in for the first charge. Guthil Trackers coming in from the back. Hobbits are surrounded, and I don't think they like that. Nope, they don't like that at all, and they're routing. Now they're fighting to the death, but now they're routing. Alright, there they go. But the battle's not over yet because there are some Hobbit Proudfoot Protectors right here, as well as some Longbottom Mob who have returned. So these Proudfoot Protectors breaking, while these Hobbits probably on some sort of Longbottom Leaf induced valor going in for a final charge. Never mind, they must have gotten sober and decided to get out of town. Anyway, that is the battle. Alright, so thank you very much to Hasbrama, Wilbo, Sidious307, Frisch Juice, and Mr. Sneakman for joining me in this battle. It was a very enjoyable battle. It was a very good first .97 battle. We all got really good amount of kills. Even Hasbrama, even though he did go against Lothorian, he did get a good amount of kills. So yeah, let's just take a look at what I had. Casualties inflicted: 139 for my Morquendi Glade Masters, my general. 115 for my Elvelen Vinegard. 221 for my Morquendi Pikes. 106 for the Pikes as well. And that's all that's really worth mentioning. So I want to thank you all for watching this, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.